fell in love with these partnerships as I interviewed them. And people like the Ben and Jerry's of the world, you know, their partnership was built, they weren't just building an ice cream business, they were building an ice cream business that was going to change the world. And that's why they were so successful, because they had that clear mission. And they talk a lot about trust and friendship at their core and their values, and that kind of permeated throughout their company. And we were in a 2-hour interview, and I've never been in an interview where the word love was mentioned so much between them and about their company, which was really, really beautiful, and it's kind of central to who they are. And I've also worked with them for 15 years, and I've never seen them betray each other with a glance or body language that would undermine the other, because they have such a deep respect. Yet they are so radically different, because you have Ben on one side, who's the visionary, the creative, and then you have Jerry, who's the operations guy. But that's exactly why it works, because they complement each other. They're not trying to compete with each other, they're trying to compete to help make each other better. And that's what made that partnership work, and it was such a beautiful one. And then you see these, like the Airbnb founders, Nate and Joe and Brian, you know, just really thoughtful about how they built trust in their organization, because their whole business is really built on that virtue of trust. And you can see that trust that they have between each other, because they work at that and they spend time together. But then they've also woven the principles of trust throughout their whole company. I mean, who would have dreamt that we would have allowed people to sleep in our homes and felt that we could trust that? And they created that. And they created these safe spaces. I mentioned this ritual that they had, which was amazing, called Elephants, Dead Fish, and Vomit, where they would get their team in a room and they would create that safe space to talk about the elephants that no one was talking about, the dead fish that were things that had been pushed in the corner and no one was addressing, talking about all the time but not addressing, and then the vomit that people just needed to get off their chest. And those kind of rituals help them build that deep trust within their company and their organization.
Hey Founder Fam, we hope that you loved that clip. If you did, you can click through right here to watch the full interview. You don't want to miss this one. See you there.